She originally said that they wanted to raise money for Auntie Angie's house for the Black agenda. That was the whole purpose of why she wanted me to be involved, because they wanted to raise money for Auntie Angie's house. So a lot of people was telling me, nah, Angie, don't fool with Mechee. You know, she a snake. You know, I sat back and watched the stuff that happened with her and Dr. Boyce Watkins and Vivian Dillard and all of that stuff. But I was saying to myself, okay, if this Black woman see what I'm doing in the community, because one thing about Auntie Angie's house, we have been very transparent with our work. I say, if this woman see what I'm doing and she want to get behind me and she want to help us raise money, why not? Okay, so I agree to do the Black agenda. I call all of my friends, get them to come be on board, just like I reached out to you, Kwame. You didn't respond, but a lot of them did. We do the Black agenda. Mind you, not one single dollar was given to Auntie Angie's house, and that's okay. Because I said from the beginning, as long as the people walked away with something, I'm all right with it. Auntie Angie's house didn't receive not one dime out of all the tickets that were sold, all of the money they claimed they had, whatever. Okay. She didn't promote Auntie Angie's house. She didn't do none of that. Okay, that's fine. Next thing I know, here we are a month later. She does a video on Brother Polite and his child molestation allegations. And at the end of the video, she goes to defaming me, slandering me. But what's most hurtful is her attack on Auntie Angie's house. She basically has made the claim that I'm pandering Black people to get money from Black people to take care of white babies. Now, I ain't never been so offended in my life because, first of all, out of 73 babies that I've saved, 70 of them has been Black, two of them white, and they twins, and one of them Indian. But for somebody to even be so nasty to sit up and make it seem as if it, for one, to not even understand discrimination law. It ain't nowhere in America a nonprofit operate organization can operate against the discrimination law. If I was to turn somebody away, they would be that could be a lawsuit. They could shut us down. I mean, it's just against the law. You cannot discriminate. I created Auntie Angie's house and put it right in the heart of the Black community for Black women. It's a resource there for Black women, and we service Black women, and we have a Black woman in there now. But if a white woman come to me and she need assistance, although this white woman got a Black baby, according to Michi X and a lot of people in her audience, I'm supposed to turn her away. But that's not how I operate because I am not a
Well,
racist.
why are you supposed to turn her away just because she white?
But when I researched the origin of Michi's last name, it came back Jewish. And from my understanding, she half Polish. So how are you discriminating against your own people because you mixed too? The baby is mixed. Why would I say nobody has given me any money at Auntie Angie's house and said we want you to strictly provide this for Black babies? I even got white Republicans that send me checks, 10K checks. Can you imagine if one of them was to tell me, okay, we giving you this money, but it's for white babies only? Nobody has asked that I specifically heed to one particular race of babies in receipt of their donation, because if that's their request, I will gladly give them their money back. This
And my thing is this, and why are these people who are not contributing or doing anything got anything to say about how you handling your business?
and that's the biggest thing to me, because to this day she still has not donated. And the biggest eye opener for me is that Auntie Angie's house, I can't find that one white person. We always talking about Black Lives Matter, coming together, supporting the Black community. I have not found one white person discrediting or slandering the work that we do at Auntie Angie's house. It is one Black woman doing it with her platform. And not only that, I have intentionally been very open and transparent with the entire community about the work that we do. If anybody follows me, it's not a secret the work that we do. I've never hid it from anyone, and you see the results. Why would anyone come against an initiative, especially Planned Parenthood got $80 billion in COVID funding? Auntie Angie's house did a GoFundMe and we only raised $18,000. Planned Parenthood has made its fame off of marketing death to Black women. Auntie Angie's house is marketing life to Black women, and that's a problem with the Black community. It's disgusting that I gotta fight my own people. I'm not in no battle with white people or white Republicans. This is a Black woman trying to tear down something that we, not just me, because I didn't do this by myself. This is something that you all supported and got behind. Trying to tear it down because you saw a white woman with a black baby get
She,
assistance.
yeah, she has a reputation for doing this and being messy, and I guess this is how she, get her following going. But she has a reputation for doing this. It's just that when people have that reputation, it's like when people show you who they are, believe because they do the same thing over and over again. And
And true, but what I'm saying is I understand. Like, I'm not in no battle or no beef to be the greatest black leader that ever existed. I'm just trying to be Auntie Angie. And if I'm over here and I'm saving babies, like, let me do that. If you're not gonna stand with me, why would you stand against me though? Like, y'all don't ever see my platform tearing down no black leaders in our community, me telling y'all don't support them, don't get behind them, they scam y'all. Like, I don't have to hate on nobody to make my place in this world. I understand that we are all needed. But if you're not gonna help me save babies, and if you're not gonna open your own home in a black community as a resource to black women, why are you coming against the one that we've created?
that's facts. Some people that they say, like you could block your own blessings. She's blocking something that could be helping her or her daughter one day. She, this it's one of those cause and effects. It was everybody who's done something good in this world for charity or whatever. There was always people that looked just like them that was detracted, the main detractors going against them.
And I just have to, pray and ask God to keep me humble, because I look on YouTube and see you tagging me with pictures with guns and shit. And y'all know I'm still a little half retarded. I might feel like that's a real threat. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I know that these people just have imaginary beef. It ain't even no beef. She trying to say that I was trying to get her guests to come to my event the next day. I didn't even have an event the next day. I was at church. Like, this is imaginary beef. You moved from Detroit, you down here in Georgia, you in my city, trying me like I'm a sucker. And I just have to, because I understand that Trump just cleared my record. And I do enjoy not having a criminal background, because I don't went my whole life with one. So I have to remind myself to be humble and understand that you really won't beef with another black woman because why? She's marketing life to the black community. What is she really mad about?
She's not mad. She's trying to shadow you to see everything you're doing so she can poach off of it whenever she do her thing. Then she's gonna go against you to try to take what you got and hopefully get people to go over there to her. It's the same thing that's been happening to Kwame for the past 2 years. All these other minions that then came along and came off of Kwame's and came up there. They was all most of these people was like they just best supporters. Then 6 months later, they see okay, it's a play to go against them. So let me try to do that, and hopefully, Gil will see it, and hopefully he'll throw me some attention and put me on his platform or something. Now they didn't
I
found a niche,
I
but
just
they,
really
they
want
ain't gonna
people
go
to see.
anywhere.
I really want people to see how it be us. We so quick to attack white people and attack the enemy. I really want people to see how it be us. Like, this is something y'all have been able to witness since they burned down the first location. I've shared every single step with y'all. I've been open. Like, y'all just really get to see that it really be us, man. And we got real issues in our community. And I don't know if we gonna make it.
Well, we've
And
been
if
positioned.
what you're saying is true, and there's a correlation of niggas that want niggas to be in the same place. And anytime they try to do good, they try to stop that.
Yep, every time. It's that crab in the barrel mentality.
That's exactly what it is. And that shit's sad. And like, my grandmother used to always say that, like, we got too many chiefs and not enough Indians. Everybody want to be a chief, and we can all, but why we can't coexist together? Like, everybody want to be the biggest and the baddest to ever do it, and you can be a boss in your own right. Like, I could literally be over here saving babies. You can literally be over there, teaching literacy, or you could be over there fighting for black. Like, we literally can be bosses in our own right. The fact that we feel as though we got to tear each other down to exalt ourselves is what's gonna continue to hold us back. And it's like the enemy within. We fighting the same fight, but it's against our own people, man. And this shit is sad, man. And if you gave me some money and if you donated some money and you got an issue with how we operating over at Auntie Angie's house and you want anything back, all you got to do is email me, Angela at the AKF.org. I promise to God, we ain't here to take nothing from nobody. We here to help support people in need in our community.
Well, the thing is that a lot of people they have they've been conditioned, and that's the problem in all the communities like that you see in the hood. We've been conditioned to hate each other. It's promoted through music, through entertainment, that you're less than. That's what they basically put. So they already come with negativity. If you tell somebody you're doing something, they automatically say, "Oh, you can't do that. You don't do that. You don't know them. You don't know what you're saying." It's just an automatic response. They don't even have any evidence, anything. It's naturally pours out of their mouth. It's hate. If you say, "Hey man, I'm finna do this, man, we gonna do this positive," oh, you ain't doing that. You ain't gonna go anywhere. You lying. You ain't did that. That's cap. They never will say something positive. Positive people don't think like that. People who are successful, they don't think like that. They go, "Okay, hey, that's great. That's great for you, man." So that's why it's always saying, are you being celebrated by the people with you, or are you being tolerated? I always say that to people: are you celebrated or are you tolerated?
And it's sad, man, because
Yeah.
it me, I be wanting to work with people in the community. I ain't never been one of those ones to distance myself from the community or try to separate myself from the community as many people have. I've tried to stay involved with the community, but it's situations like this where it make you like side eye everybody. Cause I'm like, lady, you just really sit up here and just intentionally try to slither your way up under me like a snake. And see, I had discernment the whole while. So I already knew not to even give her too much space. I already knew that. But at the same time, we try to get over, the things that we faced in our community that make you don't want to work with your own people. Because even though I had that feeling where I'm like, man, I just know this shit ain't right. Like this bitch. I'm like, even with Charleston White, like me and Charleston White have words, but you don't see Charleston White attacking Auntie Angie's house. You don't see Candace Owens attacking Auntie Angie's house. You don't see the white Republicans that they telling us hate us attacking Angie's house, and they know that we have a focus on black women. So it's crazy to me. It's crazy. But anyway, we're gonna continue to do the work and we still doing the work. We got a new intake coming Saturday, a woman that's 36 weeks pregnant and she got a 16-month-old. She in need and in assistance, and we're gonna be there for her. And it's the work that we're gonna continue to do. And that's why they hate. Because although that gun GoFundMe we had it at 1.5 million, people laughed. Oh, won't nobody donate? They only got 18,000. Look what we've done with that, man, and we continuing to grow. So ain't nothing gonna stop us.
I hear that. So we ain't gonna get no strength to the haters.